Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Regina, and I'm the virtual event host and coordinator for City Dogs and City Kitties Rescue. Thank you so much for joining us this Sunday afternoon. I'm joined by our wonderful fosters and their foster cats and kittens looking for their forever home. Each foster is going to give a short presentation to show off and answer questions about their cat, and feel free to throw your questions in the chat of the live stream as well. Thank you so much for being here again. And hopefully, our cats are gonna find their forever homes today with your help. So now the first up, we have Goose and her kittens, Bree and Muffin, and their foster, Jan. Welcome, Jan.
Everyone has it all. Hi, can you guys hear and see everything?
Yes. So excellent. Goose is a 1-year-old domestic short-haired female and her 2 kittens who are both 12 weeks old. Domestic short-hairs. Bree is a female and Muffin is a male, and Bree and Muffin should be adopted together or in with a friendly feline.
Better.
Well, welcome. They're
How do we unmute ourselves when we do want to talk? They really are adorable, as you can see. So Bree, who just ran over there, has 4 little white socks and a white muzzle. And Muffin is her brother, who just went over to play with her. This is Mama Goose, who is just sweet as can be. She's really tiny. She's only 7 pounds and is just over a year old. So she's basically a kitten herself. And we had 4 kittens. 2 of them got adopted last week. And what's been really fun to see is how much more playful and relaxed Mama has gotten. I don't know if she'll play while we're doing this, but she engages these little guys in play all the time. And she is really a kitten herself. So it's been fun to watch her get to be more kitten-like. And I think that she would do best being adopted without one of her kittens, because I think she's always going to be a little mom-like if she has them. So I'd like to see her get to just be a pure kitten herself and not take care of these guys. So Goose and Muffin are just, Bree and Muffin, super playful, super energetic. They are, Muffin is just over 3 pounds. Bree is just under 2 pounds. And they're just bundles of energy. They run around like maniacs and then they pass out for a while. They love to climb up the cat tower and play with anything that's new, even if it's just a piece of paper or anything that comes into the room that is new, they just go crazy for it. So they are a lot of fun, and I think that they would do great together, being adopted together or with a house with another young kitten, because they've only ever had life with other kittens and really enjoy playing.
Oh my gosh, so they are absolutely precious. So may I ask, what would you say their favorite activity may be?
So Goose is on top of this, Bree is on top of the scratching post. She loves to scratch. She is just would live on the scratching post. And she seems to really like these cardboard scratchers, which are great because they're cheap and really a lot of fun. Muffin, I would say, he's just kind of up for anything. He's more relaxed than Bree. He's obviously very playful, but he's just got a more of a relaxed demeanor, and he is quick to just come over and plop in my lap and sit down. Here comes Goose creeping around a little bit. Bree is a little bit more just kind of all over the place all the time. Muffin likes to play with everything. He loves the little toys. Mama Goose loves balls with bells in them. Those are her favorite thing, and she will chase that round and round the room. That seems to be her favorite toy.
Wow. So can you tell us what a typical day looks like for Goose and her kittens?
Well, they are confined to this room, which is a good sized room. And as you can see, it has a lot of toys, but they just kind of, run around here, play with everything, run up and down the scratching posts that they all love to hang out in the tree. And they, they're just up for whatever. And anytime someone comes into the room, they're super excited. When they were new, Goose would growl a little bit when anybody new would come into the room, but she's really relaxed a lot. She's gotten just much more comfortable in her environment. And as the kittens have gotten bigger and less needy, I think she's just really relaxed. So, and they are really starting to dash. Whenever I open the door, they are trying to dash out. So they are ready to expand their horizons beyond this foster room.
Well, they're absolutely adorable. They're so beautiful. And I mean, what kind, if I may ask, what kind of homes Goose, Brie, and Muffin are looking for?
So I think they don't need a ton of space. They'd like to be in more than just one room, but because Goose is so little, and I expect her kittens probably will not be giant. They don't need a ton of space, but I think they'd love to, run around. I think that they would, as I said, need to be with another cat. They haven't had a lot of exposure to young children, but I think they would be fine. They also haven't had exposure to a dog, but they're pretty relaxed. I did introduce Muffin to one of my cats yesterday. I kind of just had them in the same room. They didn't get very close, but Muffin was much more interested in just exploring than he was in my cat. So I think that he's not going to be uncomfortable meeting a new cat if he goes to a house with a new cat. I haven't tried Brie yet with that, but I think she'll probably be fine. And I want to make sure you guys get a good look, if I can, at her muzzle. She's just got the cutest little white muzzle that matches her 4 socks. And they both have really pretty eyeliner. Let me see if I can get Muffin out here. Come here, buddy. Come here. You give them a close-up of your pretty little face. Can you show them your pretty little face? No, I'm not doing a good job with it, but you can see Brie has a pretty little eyeliner. Muffin has it too. And they get that from Mama. I think she's a dilute tortie, and she's got really pretty markings around her eyes too. Let me get a close up of her. She's a super pretty girl.
Well, they're absolutely precious. Jen, thank you so much for fostering them and for bringing them here today. They look like they were all camera ready, and they're absolutely adorable. So
yeah, they are so much fun, and they are ready to go. Like I said, they're ready to get out of this room. So I hope that somebody adopts them soon.
Absolutely. And for those of you who are interested in adopting Goose, Brie, and Muffin, please visit bit.ly/adopt Goose, bit.ly/adopt Brie, and bit.ly/adopt Muffin. And I am going to also drop the links into the chat. Yep. Thank you so much for coming here today and for bringing them and fostering.
Thanks for inviting me. My pleasure.
Thank you. And next up, we have Bailey and her foster Kate. Welcome, Kat and Bailey. Well, hello, Bailey.
Hi, so this is Bailey. She is a 10-year-old girl. She is extremely, extremely sweet. She does very much have a mind of her own, so I'm just going to kind of follow her around a little bit. She is a cat that really, really loves attention. But she loves it on her own terms. So, she's definitely someone who, who, is happiest in a more quiet environment. She takes a little bit of time to warm up to new people. But once she feels comfortable with you, she is very, very, very affectionate. Of course, she's choosing to sit right next to my recycling pile. Sorry about that. One of her favorite things to do is to just sit and look out the window. She's not a super playful cat, but she does like very much to be around people. And yeah, she is just extremely sweet. She's extremely photogenic. Every picture I take of her is, she looks like an Instagram model. So if you are someone who likes to post pictures of your animals on social media, she is definitely a great cat for you. She does this really cute thing where if she wants attention and she does not feel that you are giving her adequate attention, you'll feel just a really polite but firm tap on your arm, where she's letting you know that you're not petting her and you should be.
She's absolutely gorgeous, such a regal lady.
She is.
And may I ask, what makes Bailey the happiest?
I think that Bailey is the happiest when she has a nice window to look out of. She likes being brushed. She does not care for other cats. So my recommendation would be for her to go to a home where she can be the only cat. She likes kind of a quiet home without too much fuss. But she does play every once in a while, but is not a super playful cat. She really just kind of likes taking it easy and relaxing and finding a great place to lay.
So what would you say your favorite thing about Bailey is?
My favorite thing about Bailey is definitely her personality. She just, you use the word regal, and I think that is absolutely true. She is just a very sophisticated lady. She has a really strong personality. She definitely likes what she likes, and if she doesn't like it, she's going to walk away. She really does enjoy being around people, and just kind of likes it when there's no big fuss going on.
And what would you say the type of home that Bailey is looking for?
Sure. So I would say Bailey would be happiest in a quiet home, where she's the only cat. She is living with other cats right now, and we haven't had major problems, but she is definitely much more outgoing and more likely to come out when she's by herself. So, I don't think there are any particular requirements as far as size, but I would probably not recommend her for a home that has young children.
Thank you so much. That is a very important factor. Really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I will say, I say that much more based on what I think her comfort would be, and not because, I've never had her scratch or bite or anything like that. I think just for her preference, for a quieter situation. That's why I have that recommendation.
Oh, absolutely. And we want to make sure that we find the, homes that are where adopters and the cats are happiest and that
Sure.
would make the most sense and fit. So thank you so much, Kate, for being here.
Absolutely.
And for bringing Bailey. And Bailey is definitely camera ready and is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for fostering and participating today.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And the next one, we have Koshka. What a special treat to have Koshka with us and her foster, Elizabeth. Koshka is a 3-year-old domestic short-haired female. Just from her looks, you could tell that she is Miss Independent personality. So welcome, Elizabeth and Koshka.
Hi, everyone. So this is Koshka. Like Regina said, she's about 3 years old. She loves to just kind of sit and melt in the sun and watch birds all day. And yeah, she's pretty much a couch potato. She has her fun, playful moments, but that's Koshka.
And so can you tell us, what does a typical day look like for her?
So she wakes up, she has her breakfast, and she does get medication 3 times a day. So she gets 1 round of medication around 8:30. And then she kind of just floats between my room and my roommate's room. We both work from home. So she just kind of picks her nap spot, and then we'll wake up and move to a different spot, usually in the sun, and kind of lays about all day until it's about dinner time. And then she'll kind of wander around and try and get our attention to feed her. And then after that, she has 2 more doses of medication, and then it's bedtime for her.
Well, she's absolutely beautiful. And do you think Koshka would be the best as the only cat, or would she be fine in a home with other cats?
She would prefer to be an only cat. She likes to be the center of attention and certainly would not like to share the spotlight.
So I got some inside information that Koshka may be able to do some tricks. Is there any chance that we could see anything today?
Yeah, she's pretty zonked out right now, but let me see if she wakes up for some treats. So she knows sit and target. Come here. Koshka. She's very food motivated. All right, sit. Sit. There you go.
Wow. That is impressive.
And then she also knows target. So we have a wooden spoon. Target. So she understands that the clicker means that she did something right, and there will be a treat to follow. And this is useful to move her around or just keep her entertained. Target. And then she does also have a routine for meal times where she jumps in her kennel, but that is pretty much associated with food only, or like mealtime only. So fortunately, we can't show that one today, but those are her tricks. Target.
Wow, she's doing wonderful, absolutely incredible. Such a beautiful cat. She's
Yeah.
so special, and hopefully she will be able to find her forever home. Koshka, you're amazing. Thank you so much for showing us the tricks, and Elizabeth, thank you for teaching those to her, and thank you for fostering. Thank you for being with us today and for presenting Koshka.
Of course, happy to help.
The most wonderful home. And for those of you who are interested in adopting Koshka, please visit bit.ly/adopt Koshka. That's ADOPTKOSHKA. And my apologies, I did omit the link for adoption for our previous beautiful cat, Bailey. For those of you who may be interested in adopting Bailey, that would be bit.ly/CDCK Bailey. That's the link you would visit to adopt Bailey. Thank you so much for being with us today and for presenting this beautiful cat. And the next one, we have Tabernas and Gobi. And
hi everyone. Can you hear me?
hi. Hi,
Good.
Captain.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here today. Look at these precious, beautiful cats.
So this is Gobi. Gobi's playing, and if you look up here, Tabernas is just hanging out waiting for her turn to pounce. So Gobi and Tabernas are 13-week-old kittens, and I think we're in the middle of nap time, which is why Tabernas is there, a little sleepy. So I've had them for a little over a month, I would say. They came to me with their mom, who was a long-haired, dilute tabby, and a little all-smoked sister, who've been adopted, and these two are left with me. And so let me tell you a little bit about them. So Gobi is a boy, and he just had his neuter surgery this week. If you can't tell, let me look. He has polydactyl toes, so he has extra toes on his front, on his front paws, which make them look like little mittens or high-heeled stockings. And then we have Tabernas, who's a girl. She does not have any extra toes, but she has really cute, pure white little socks on her feet. They both have sort of light green eyes. And let's see,
One of my favorite things about Gobi, this one in front of me, is that when he finds a toy that he really likes, so he likes this one, but what his favorite toy is, are these little inexpensive little mice that have little something in them that make noise. When he plays with that, if he plays, he growls, makes little growls to let everybody know that's his toy and that nobody else is to touch it. So I think that I always love when cats do that. So that's one of my favorite things about Gobi. My favorite thing about Tabernas is when she greets me every morning. So when I walk in the room anytime during the day, she has a really quite determined squee. And it's not always just for food. It's, you know, pick me up, give me attention. So she's the little people lap cat of the pair. Gobi really likes people and likes their attention, but on his terms. I heard someone else say that it was perfect because he spent about 5 minutes the other day on my lap, getting all the attention that he wanted. But if you see, he doesn't really want to be pet right now. He will tolerate it, but he's like, I'm busy playing. So that's kind of cute. What else would I want to say? I have notes here so I don't forget all the good little things. Oh, Tabernas likes to get the little toys and carry them around in her mouth. So we'll see if she tries to walk away with this, because she will do that as well. Wow, you highlighted their individual traits so well. And do you have a moment that you can recall when they made you laugh? A favorite moment?
What made me laugh about Gobi was his growling immediately. So when they came to me, I had other kittens with me and they were in a pen with their mom and sister. And immediately when I put in the little mouse toy, he started playing instantly. So that kind of made me giggle. To Bernice the other day, so there's a big window in this room and it overlooks my front yard and my driveway. And Taberna sits up in the window and you can see her little face because there's so much white on it. You can see it through the screen. So she watches me go walk the dog, and when she hears me driving the driveway, she comes to the window. It's like she's greeting me. It's very cute. Let's see what else. Oh, Gobi tends to, it's funny that he's sitting there right now because usually when I have a wand toy or something that they can both play with, he tends to monopolize it. But right now he's being very kind and letting his sister play, which is nice.
They're absolutely beautiful. My goodness, but one thing that I need to mention that Tabernas and Gobi, they need to be adopted in a pair or in a home with another friendly feline. Yes. So, and they're so precious.
And they really do a lot. They're,
when I took them for their spay neuter surgery the other day, when I picked them up, the staff at the vet clinic said, "Oh, they are very close, aren't they? They wanted to be together the whole time." So they make a great pair. Gobi, as you saw, is a little less confident with people, but Tabernas loves any attention from people. So I think they really bring out the best in each other. So my recommendation is that they go together. They're just a perfect pair, unless you have another cat as well.
Wow, well, they're precious. They're so adorable. Thank you so much for bringing them here today, for participating with them, and for showing them off. They look like they're very camera friendly and definitely not camera shy. Thank you so much.
They are very camera friendly for sure. There is an Instagram, if anyone's interested,
it's at Zeus and his babies, where I post all my pictures of my fosters and a few of my own cats and dogs.
Well, thank you so much for that. For those of you who are interested in adopting these beautiful kittens, you can go to bit.ly/adopt Tabernas, ADOPTTABERNAS, and bit.ly/adopt Gobi, ADOPTGOBI. Thank you so much, for being here today and for showing off these precious kitties.
Thank you. Bye.
And next up, we have Fluffy and Tessa and their foster Sean. Welcome, Sean.
Hi, everyone. So I'm going to do these separately because Tessa doesn't get along with everyone. Fluffy, I mean, doesn't get along with everyone, but this is Fluffy. She's 10 years old. She is a complete sweetheart. She is kind of in her retirement phase, so she will play sometimes with like one of the little mice or something, but for the most part, she just likes to, she loves to get her attention. She will sit here and be petted all day long. She will paw at your arm when you're not giving her enough attention. And in general, if you end up being busy, I work from home part-time and she lives in my office. So she will lay at my feet or lay by my side, or she'll just pretty much go in the cat tree and look out the window all day. So she's kind of a couch potato, but she's very sweet, very friendly. When she gets real excited and you're giving her a really good pet, she will drool a little. So that's when she's like super happy and can't contain her excitement. She has a really soft purr, and she'll talk to you when it's dinner time for her wet food. She'll give you short meows to tell you to hurry up with her food. But she is just a really great, sweet cat that we've had her, I think, for maybe 3 months now, and she just needs to go to a home. She doesn't like other cats or dogs, so it'd be great if she was just getting all of her attention to herself. But she would be content in a small apartment in just one room. She just wants to spend her time with people and hopefully have a window to look out of and enjoy the world and look at birds.
She is absolutely precious. She's so beautiful. So what would you say is your favorite thing about Fluffy?
My favorite thing with Fluffy is just that she's always happy to see you. She always wants attention. She's great with being held. We cut her nails today and she was perfectly content with any attention you give her. She loves brushing. Does lose she does shed quite a little bit of fur. I guess she's maybe more medium hair than short hair, but she loves being brushed. She's perfectly good with getting her nails trimmed. Pretty much any type of attention you can give her, she'll take. And she just is a real sweetheart.
Wow, she's absolutely beautiful, and hopefully she will be able to find her forever home today because she looks like a beautiful, absolutely stunning cat, so precious. Thank you so much for bringing Fluffy. And you said you're going to show them separately, so.
Yeah, my wife should have. Mel, do you have Tessa? Okay, hold on one sec.
Thank you so much.
Hold on, sorry. Handoff didn't go as well as expected.
That's okay.
All right. All right, and now we have Tessa. She's a tortie, and she's pretty much the cat version of a shadow. She loves her people, especially my wife. She will follow my wife around all day long. Earlier this weekend, my wife was taking a shower, and she actually jumped in the tub and got soaking wet just because she wanted to spend more time with my wife. So she hopped back off, and we dried her off and everything, but she will follow you everywhere. She tolerates other cats. We currently, on our main floor of our townhouse, we have usually 6 other cats because we have 4 resident cats and at least 2 fosters that are usually out all together. We had a foster adopted recently, but she gets along with everyone. She'll just kind of growl and she won't want to play with anyone, but she tolerates everyone. She'll eat at the same time as everyone else and spend time with everyone. She loves to cuddle. We have a heated blanket that she absolutely loves to lay on. She's very athletic and she loves to explore. She this morning she got into a brown paper bag that had handles and she got her stuff stuck in the handles. So she was like flipping around and just being cute. We got the bag off of her, but she is very curious and very interested in everything.
Well, she's very beautiful. And what would you say your favorite thing about Tessa is?
Her curiosity and just that she just loves people. She wants to get attention. I think one of the cutest things is she doesn't usually jump on the counters, but when you're making our dinner, her wet food, or in the morning too, her breakfast, she will jump into the she will jump on the counter and watch you prepare it and make sure that you're doing it correctly. So yeah, she's just very cute and very curious and just kind of wants to be around you all day and to cuddle with you and know everything you're doing.
Wow, thank you so much. Both of them are so precious. If any of you are interested in adopting Fluffy and Tessa, for Fluffy, please go to bit.ly/adoptable Fluffy, ADOPTABLEFLUFFY. And for Tessa, it's bit.ly/adopt Tessa, ADOPTTESSA. They're beautiful, precious cats and deserve beautiful homes. Thank you so much, Sean, for coming here today and for bringing both of them and for talking about them. We really appreciate the fostering and helping these beautiful animals find their forever homes. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
And next we have Baba, Dewey, and Morty, and their foster Jennifer. Welcome, Jennifer.
Hi, I am trying to flip my camera. Hold on. There we go.
So,
Okay.
And, you can tell us a little bit about these boys.
Sure. These boys are absolutely adorable. Dewey just went to his little hut there. So I can start with Morty over here. He's about 2 years old. He is an absolute love bug. He will crawl into your lap, literally want to be held like a baby. Like it's absolutely hilarious. He will put his head on your hand while you're working at your computer on the mouse. He crawls in your lap. He pulls himself up to like get in your face and nuzzle like under your chin. It's kind of nap time for these guys. So he likes to be brushed. He's like a little cartoon character, kind of like Garfield. He he walks around the house and he makes little chirping noises. It's really funny. You never have to put a bell on him because you always know where he is. So we have Bubba over here. He's my foster. These other guys are temps. Bubba. And Bubba's a really shy guy. He took quite a while to come out of his shell. He likes to play with the other two, but definitely likes his alone time. Hi, Bubba. Yeah. He doesn't love to be picked up, but when you are lying down or here we go, he'll come up and cuddle and nuzzle with you, and he will lie next to you, and then if you kind of like scoop your arm around him like this, he puts his head on your hand or your arm and just falls asleep like that. It's so cute. But he's definitely more of a shy guy. I would say probably no small kids. Like I said, he doesn't love to be picked up. He'll kind of shuffle away from you if he thinks you're about to. But absolutely the sweetest little guy, not a mean bone in his body. Sorry, it's my husband trying to get out of the shot. So such a little cutie pie.
Precious, my goodness. And very distinguished woman too.
And then we have Dewey here. He's about 3 years old, and he is just play all the time. And then he cuddles when he naps. He loves his wet food. He likes to hang out in the kitchen while you cook, of course. So I am temp fostering him and Morty, and I was told he also likes to like join you in the bathroom, in the shower while you're showering. He'll keep you company. But he is just quite adorable, runs around the house. Of course, all three love to, hi, Dewey, 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 Dewey. Hello. They all love to look outside at the birds. They sit on our sofas looking out, but yeah, they've been out. Hi, Bubba. They've been out all day, playing with each other. And as you can see now, it's more nap time. Oh, there's the squeaking. Oh, Morty, is Dewey gonna like that? I don't know. Okay. Oh, and then they start playing. Okay. All right, guys.
Get along beautifully. So do you have some favorite moments with them that you could tell us about?
So I guess like with Morty, you know, I've only had them, there they go. 2 weeks at this point, and we'll show little Bubba over here. And let me see. Morty loves to keep my husband company, working and just crawling up. Dewey's funny. He climbed into on the first night, he climbed into my lap and just fell asleep under the covers with me. It was adorable. And then Bubba just, like I said, when he falls asleep with his head like on your arm, it's just absolutely precious. You know, the shy ones, it's even better when you earn their trust. So yeah. And of course, Morty and Dewey here are going home. Actually, they both have separate fosters, but they get along so well that oh, he's looking Bubba here.
Oh my God.
Grooming him. Bubba's taking it for now. So
they are so beautiful. And the colors on each of them are different. They're absolutely incredible.
Yeah. So actually one of the fosters, Dewey's foster, is picking up both Morty and Dewey because they just got along so well. So they're gonna go to a home together. Here goes Morty.
Wow,
here goes Morty into his little hut. So yeah, I can't say. Oh, and they're dog friendly too. We have a rescue dog. So they're cat friendly, dog friendly. Bubba's more quiet. Dewey and Morty will play, and then Bubba will be in the other room and let these guys go at it. But yeah, Bubba will join in occasionally. But
oh, Jennifer, thank you so much for bringing these three beautiful cats, for fostering them, and for helping them find forever homes by participating with us today. They are absolutely gorgeous, and hopefully they will be able to find their forever home today. If any of you are interested in adopting these beautiful gentlemen, for Bubba, you would go to bit.ly/adoptbubba, ADOPTBUBBA. For Dewey, you would go to bit.ly/adoptdewey. That's ADOPTDEWEY. And for Morty, you would go to bit.ly/adoptmorty. That's ADOPTMORTY. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for being with us today and for bringing them all. They were all
of course
ready. Thank you. And next we have Rob and his sister, Allison. Welcome, Rob and Allison.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here today and for bringing this beautiful cat.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how to flip around my camera.
That's okay. And Rob is a 1-year-old black domestic short hair male. And wow.
We're just gonna do this. So this is Rob. Yeah, so Rob is 2 years old. He is super energetic right now. He's been playing the morning, so he's a little chilled out. But he's just a ton of energy. He really likes to follow you around, and his favorite thing to do, I think, is to hide under the bed or around doors and jump at you. He's just always trying to engage and play. I did have a foster with him for a little bit, another cat. And he really enjoyed, or he was really trying to be friends with him. I think he would do well with another cat. I think he'd do well with a family with kids. He hasn't really met any children, but he's just so playful that I think, you know, he's really just looking to play most of the day.
So how does he like to play?
So he loves the little wands. He definitely has his favorites. Sorry. I guess right now he's not too into playing. He's really looking for a place to sit down. But he chases around balls, anything that makes noise, he's interested in. Lately, there's been a lot of like lights on the walls, and I think, you know, he just chases them around. Anything that he can engage with or anything that catches his attention, he's going to try to play with.
Wow. And may I ask, what makes Rob special?
So Rob is just like a huge goofball. Rob is just like he's a ton of fun. I think anyone who meets him kind of just falls in love with him right away. He is not super cuddly. Right now we're working on kind of he'll get overexcited a bit and maybe try to bite, but it's not like a hard bite. He's just, I think, overexcited. But he will cuddle at night. Like during the day, I work from home, and so he just will hang out next to me, he'll hang on the chair. Kind of just wants to be around somebody. Oh, and so I guess he is really, really talkative. So as soon as I come in the door, he's got a ton to say. He'll listen to you. If you need a friend to talk to, it's definitely Rob. He'll talk back, and he just, you know, he's very, very talkative.
He's so graceful and so beautiful. Oh my goodness. And what type of home would you say he's looking for?
He'd do well in a home. I don't think he would mind like a high energy home or, you know, with a lot of noise. I have a pretty small apartment that he does well in, but I think he likes to run. So definitely have some space. I haven't seen him around dogs, but he is very interested in all the dogs that look by the window. Yeah, I think he would do well in oh, he heard something. I think he'd do well in those environments, to be honest. He kind of settles in really easily.
Wow, he looks like a very special cat. And hopefully, you know, by participating in the event, it will help him find his forever home today. Allison, thank you so much for bringing this gorgeous cat to us today and for participating with him. So yeah, hopefully it will work out well. And thank you so much. And for those of you who are interested in adopting Rob, you can visit citydogsrescuedc.org and find more information about adopting Rob. And next up, we have Bruno and his foster, Elena. Welcome, Bruno. And
hello.
Elena. Hi.
Okay, getting my camera set up. Here we go.
That's okay. And
Period. It's nap time. So typically he has like active periods throughout the day where he wants to play, or maybe he wants to crawl all over you and be affectionate with all the headbutts and chin scratches that he loves. But then he will also have periods of the day where he wants to just chill by himself. And, you know, he likes to nap, but he also likes to change napping locations pretty frequently. So I'm working from home. Sometimes he'll nap on the floor. Sometimes he'll be on the couch, sometimes the table, the bed with me, because I do work from home from my bed. So yeah, he's great. He gets along really well with my cat, my resident cat, who's like a 7-year-old male, and loves to play. He loves feather toys and those little mice. He goes through them pretty quickly, so you'll find feathers in unexpected places. He seems like he's pretty content in his studio. I live in a studio, so I think he'd do well in a smaller place. He was a little bit shy initially, but now that he's settled in, he's pretty outgoing and friendly. He always greets my guests and meows and says hello. He's more outgoing than my cat. So I'm just trying to keep him in one place so that I don't have to chase him around. But there you go. Okay, there's his face. Hi.
So just to mention, Bruno is a 3-year-old male, domestic short hair. And Elena, if I may ask, how does Bruno get along with other cats?
Great. Yeah. So he kind of plays like the annoying younger brother to my cat. So he likes to, oh, nice yawn. He likes to play with my cat's tail. And then that usually ends in like a wrestling match. So I think he'd be good with a patient older cat or a young cat that likes to play. But yeah, they've never had problems. Immediately, like my cat was the one that was a little bit more hostile, but Bruno, right from day one, was non-hostile and open to being friendly with him. So yeah.
He is absolutely beautiful, such a good looking gentleman. And what would you say is your favorite thing about Bruno?
So lately we've gotten into this routine where when my alarm goes off, he'll jump up on the bed with me and snuggle up for pets and sort of ease me into the day. So it's been a really nice way to start the morning, just with an affectionate cat. And he does wait until the alarm, which is also nice. So that I really like about him. He also likes to fall asleep on his back, which is hilarious because he has this round tummy and it's just very cute. You'll get a lot of really good photos of him sleeping on his back, with his legs sticking up and his tummy out. So that's been really fun. Just want to look. Okay, yeah, and he does like sitting in my lap. I just want to look really quickly. I had a couple things written down.
Very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
And
and he loves to be brushed as well. I think it was the first time for him when I first brushed him. So he had a really cute reaction to it, like what's happening, but I love it. So yeah, loves to be brushed. And he also, I don't allow the cats on my kitchen counters, and he learned that rule really quickly and effectively. So he's a quick learner as well. And he loves food. So very food motivated cat.
Well, Elena, thank you so much for bringing this beautiful, precious boy. And for those of you who may be interested in adopting Bruno, you would go to bit.ly/adoptable Bruno. That's ADOPTABLEBRUNO to adopt this beautiful gentleman. Thank you so much, Elena, for being here and for telling us all about him, and most importantly, for fostering. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
And next one, we have Tiger and his foster, Jordan. Welcome, Tiger and Jordan.
Hi, yeah, this is Tiger. He is 3.5 years old. We have just had him for about 10 days now, but he's really made himself right at home here. He's a very sweet boy. He's affectionate. He likes spending time with us. And he's not necessarily a lap cat, but he does like to be sitting next to you. I work from home, so he likes to sit on the couch next to me while I'm on my laptop. And he does like to greet you when you walk in the door. He can definitely be a little chatty sometimes. He likes to talk and let you know when he wants to be pet. And he's just very sweet. He'll rub his face on yours. He's tuckered out right now for most of this call. He was running around the house playing with a bottle cap, and now he's all tired out. So he does like to play. Pretty much any kind of toy he loves, but he definitely splits his time between being a couch potato and playing. He kind of likes both equally. I think his favorite thing is probably to look out the window and watch the birds. And then he also really likes to watch TV, really any TV, but especially if we put on birds or fish or something for cats, he likes doing that.
I guess that's how he likes to spend his time, is watching birds and TV.
Exactly.
He's very beautiful. And how did he settle into your home?
He settled in pretty well. It took him maybe about a day where he seemed maybe a little nervous about the new space, but he was never nervous about us. He immediately liked us, warmed up to us, and just wanted to be pet all the time. And so I think he would be able to warm up pretty quickly. And I think my favorite thing about Tiger is just how gentle he is. He likes to play, but he's so patient. Even if you kind of get your hand in there while you're playing with a toy, he never scratches or bites. He's just very sweet all the time. And he'll even tolerate some belly rubs. He's very patient.
So what kind of home do you think Tiger is looking for?
I think he might appreciate a little bit quieter of a home, but he does warm up to new people pretty quickly. He does want to be the only cat. I think he would do best as the only cat. Yeah.
Well, he has really beautiful eyes.
He does. I know. I wish he'd open them and see if we can get a little look from him.
He's just very beautiful and seems so peaceful. So he would love to go to a forever home to be loved. And how does he like to spend his days mostly? Is that watching TV, watching birds? Does he like to play in any particular way?
He does like to play. He does like to split his time. He's pretty good even at playing by himself. You can kind of just toss a toy his way and he can keep himself occupied. But he likes laying on the couch as much as he likes playing. So he's good to trade off between those two.
Well, he's very precious. And Jordan, thank you so much for bringing a Tiger today and fostering him, taking care of him, and hopefully this beautiful boy will find a forever home as a result of our events. And for those of you who may be interested in adopting Tiger, please go to bit.ly/adoptable tiger. That's ADOPTABLETIGER. Thank you so much for being here and for bringing him.
Yeah, thank you.
And next we have Nia, Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan, and their foster Karen. Welcome.
Thank you. So, how do you flip the video? Oh, wait.
I think there was a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we'll start with Nilla. Nilla's over here. So I got Nilla first. And Nilla is, I think, just about 1-year-old male. And Nilla was a little cautious, a little scared at first. And I thought he was just a very independent cat. But he really has come out of his shell. And then we got a mama and 3 kittens. And he is a different person. He loves these kittens. He licks them and grooms them and wrestles them. At first we were a little concerned because I think Nilla doesn't realize he's 3 times the size of the kittens. But the kittens don't mind at all. And the kittens are often laying on their back submissive, come on, bring it on. So he's really come out of his shell. All these guys are very tired too today. It's their nap time. They've had Zoomies for hours and hours this morning. Okay, so then I've got the 3 kittens, and that is, this is Cameron. And then this over here is Ferris. And Ferris, it's funny that Ferris is sleeping because Ferris is the most active, if you open the door, he's the first one to run out the door. He was the first one to meet our resident cat, a dog. First one to meet Nilla, first one to wrestle with Nilla. And all of the animals, including Nilla, love our dog. So I think they'd all be finding a home with a dog or another cat. And then so these 2 are the boys, Sloan and Ferris. Cameron and Ferris. And then this is the girl, Sloan. And Sloan is the most reserved of the bunch. just a little less hyper, but still like wrestles constantly with her brothers. She's just like she watches and sits back. So she hasn't started wrestling yet with Nilla, but she watches. She's very interested and curious. Here's Nilla coming in.
Oh my gosh. You describe a typical day for them? How does it happen?
Yes, so they get up pretty early, and often Nilla gets up first and Nilla will meow looking for them because he wants to play. And then my dog will get up, and then it's like a zoo. They just all play together and run around. And then I'll feed them, and they usually eat. And then they really just play with each other. The 3 kittens are very, like they can just entertain themselves because they've got all 3 of them to play with. So they've got tons of playmates right now. I think they would all do well with being adopted with another cat. And then, so usually then they do nap quite a bit in the afternoon, and then they eat at dinner, and then they have more zoomies at night, and then they kind of settle down. They're very active, so they're not that cuddly. Like they don't really want to sit on my lap, but they're very affectionate. So they will come up and they want pets, and then they'll start purring, and they just love it. The kittens are all fine with being picked up. Nilla does not love being picked up.
Okay.
That's right. I'm talking about you.
Well, they're all so beautiful, and I'm sure they all have their individual traits. And for Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan, they have to be adopted in pairs or in a home with another friendly feline. They're all gorgeous. And Karen, thank you so much for bringing them here today, for fostering them, for giving them a home. They're absolutely gorgeous. And for those of you who are interested in adopting those kitties, for Nia, you would go to bit.ly/adopt Nia, ADOPTNILLA. Then you would go to, for Ferris, that's bit.ly/adoptable Ferris, ADOPTABLEFERRIS. For Cameron, that would be bit.ly/adoptable Cameron, ADOPTCAMERON. And finally, for Sloan, that would be bit.ly/adopt Sloan, ADOPTSLOANE. They're all gorgeous. And thank you so much for bringing them here today. And we appreciate your fostering and giving other people the opportunity to adopt them. Thank you so much, Karen.
You're welcome.
And the next one, we have Vespa and her foster, Marissa. Welcome, Vespa and Marissa.
Thank you. Hopefully you can hear me okay. She's going to be hard to get on camera because she absolutely adores being petted. And once you start petting her, she's just in circling mode, or as you can see, lay on your feet mode. Vespa absolutely adores having her belly rubbed. She will sit and for 10-15 minutes at a stretch, just soak in all the belly rubs you are willing to give her. And as you can see, has also recently discovered her love for lying in sunny spots and has really been adopting some of the sunnier spots in my apartment. And Vespa, when I got her, she is also like one of the earlier cats, just about 1 year old, and she has already had a litter of kittens. So when I picked her up, she was being separated from her kittens. They were both ready to move on, and she has certainly soaked up and adored being an only cat, but I think would do wonderfully well with other cats in the home. She was fostering at that time with her kittens along with some other cats, and she seemed to do well with them. So no concerns around her being around other cats, but certainly loved, I think, being the center of attention for a little while here. And let me pause to see what questions you might want to ask. I've just gone on a monologue.
Oh, no, thank you so much for that. She's gorgeous. Oh my gosh, look at that beautiful nose. And can you describe a typical day in Vespa's life?
Yeah, so Vespa is always happy to see me when I wake up in the morning. She's not meowing before I'm up or anything, but she loves to get her breakfast when she gets up. And if, as I put in her bio online, if she was going to win an award, it might be fastest to purr, because all you really have to do is look at her and she's already off and purring. She's so excited about getting love. And in the morning, she does have a good playtime. She's quite an independent player. So she loves batting around mice and little balls on the floor. And so she'll just be running around from one side of my apartment to the other, batting those around. And she also kind of likes playing Queen of the Hill. So if I set a cushion up for her, she loves being on top of the cushion and kind of attacking those little mice and balls from the top of her cushion. Clearly, she thinks it's like she's a mountain lion or something. So she has some active time in the morning, and then she naps in a few different places around my apartment during the day. I do work from home, and she'll come and seek me out a few times during the day for some petting if I'm available. And then she's active again in the evening. She usually has a couple of good play spells in the evening and loves when I throw a ball or throw a mouse for her. So she's pretty affectionate and playful, but she's not overly rambunctious.
Wow, I could hear, wow, she's talking to us. She is absolutely stunning. And do you have a favorite moment about Vespa that you can recall?
Yeah, Vespa is such a goof. She makes me belly laugh probably at least once a day. She's definitely been growing more comfortable and becoming a lot more comfortable over time. And so she, for instance, will be playing with some kind of toy that I have out for her and enjoying that. And then suddenly she'll spot out of the corner of her eye her number one frenemy, her tail. And she will go to town, doing her absolute best to try to catch her tail. And it is so adorable. She doesn't give up. She just keeps going and going. So she'll circle on one side, circle on the other side. Then she'll give it a rest for a few minutes and try again. So she's so funny when she is seeking out her tail. And she also, when she gets startled sometimes by a toy, like I was playing with one of those long fleece strings on a stick, and when she got to the end of the fleece, I just let her have the whole toy, and she was proudly carrying it back to her cat bed, when of course the stick was following her when she was carrying the fleece, and she got freaked out by the stick following her. So she's so funny. She's a goofball at heart, I think.
Oh my God, wow, she is absolutely stunning. And thank you so much for bringing her today. She's ready to go to her forever home to be loved and to love you back. Thank you so much, Marissa, for bringing her today,
Sure.
for fostering and for showing this beautiful girl off to us. And for those of us who are interested in adopting Vespa, you would go to bit.ly/adoptable Vespa. That is ADOPTABLEVESPA. Thank you so much for being here again and for your time and for helping find Vespa a forever home. And
my pleasure.
Ruby and her foster, Erica. Welcome, Erica and Ruby. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, I can see she is beautiful. What can you tell us about Ruby?
Well, as you can see, she's a big girl. She's very chunk. She's a fat girl, and I love it because I always wanted to have a fat cat like her. Just to hug a lot.
She is absolutely beautiful. And can you tell us how Ruby likes to play? Does she have a favorite way to play?
Like this toy. She loves this one. Let's see how it goes. She's very smart girl.
I can see that. She's very intelligent. And the fur is absolutely stunning.
Yes.
Oh, I see. She's observing the light.
Exactly.
She's trying to catch it. Oh my God.
Sometimes people press the button and turn the toy herself. The other day, the door was not properly locked, so she was able to open the door and said, "Where is she?" And she was already in the laundry. Yeah.
Oh
This girl is a diva. Is definitely be the queen of the house. So basically, you pay the rent and the adoption fee, and she will be the owner of the house.
I see. So everything revolves around her.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So leading to the question then, what type of home do you think Ruby is looking for?
So I think it would be better for her to be the only cat of the house. As I said, she likes to be the queen of a cat. I know that previously she was in a house with other cats, but as you are asking me, like a perfect place, I would say that she would prefer to be by herself. And like she tolerates kids, like she will not kill any kids, but I think a single person or a couple would be best for her.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. That is very important to know. We want to make sure that the cats fit into the best environments with adopters and we find perfect home for them. Thank you so much, Erica. She is absolutely beautiful and hopefully by participating, she will find her forever home. Thank you for being today, for showing her off, and most importantly, for fostering. For those of you who are interested in adopting Ruby, you would go to bit.ly/adoptable Ruby. That's ADOPTABLERUBY. Thank you so much again, Erica. And next one, we have Felix and his foster, Archie. Welcome, Felix and Archie. Thank you so much for being here today.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, thank you for having us. So this is Felix. He is a really sweet 2-year-old boy. I've got a little treat here for him to hold him still because he's been very energetic this morning. He loves to play, and I like to say jokingly that he's one of the most dog-like cats I've ever met. So he will actually enjoy playing fetch with his little mouse toy. He loves when you kind of throw it across the room. He'll sprint after it, he'll pick it up, and he'll actually bring it right back to you and kind of plop it down by your feet and give you this look like, hey, are we going to keep playing? And then, you know, he also just loves playing with his little string toy. I'll bring it out and see if he's interested right now. He just has this lovely like hunting instinct. He's very young, so I think he really needs a lot of playtime and stimulation. He has a lot of fun. He'll even bring his toys downstairs to play with you. You know, for example, if I'm cooking in the kitchen, I'll just hear like the little scuttle of his feet coming downstairs, and he'll usually bring a little mouse or the string toy and just kind of ask you to play while you're running about your errands. He's very cuddly and sweet as well. I would say that he's not the biggest fan of kind of being held on your lap, for example, but he'll make his way over at night, for example. He'll kind of cuddle up next to you in the bed, or if he's feeling kind of calm and sleepy, like he might like hanging out on your lap for a little bit. He's also a great co-working buddy. I actually work from home, and oftentimes he'll hop up onto my desk and kind of just lounge there while I'm answering some emails and doing work, which is really, really lovely. I would say in terms of his ideal home, he just really needs a lot of playtime. And I think since he is quite young, he would benefit from a home where he's able to have that, and his new owners can give him a lot of time and love and attention in that way. In addition, he's really not picky when it comes to food. He's always a pretty hungry guy. He loves his little lickable treats. So I think that goes back to his, you know, curious nature and kind of wanting to always get into something and get his mind stimulated. So he's really, really awesome in terms of that. And yeah, I think that kind of rounds about his funny, quirky personality. You can kind of see him lounging right now. He's calmed down a bit from his playtime.
He is absolutely beautiful and so precious. Do you have a favorite moment that you can recall with Felix?
Yeah, so I think, you know, as I mentioned, he's really playful and just funny. I think one of my best moments was actually when I had first gotten him. I had left the room to go grab his food or something like that. And I came back in and he was nowhere to be found. And for context, this was my bedroom. So after looking around for a bit, I realized he was actually burrowing under the covers. So I quickly realized that's one of his favorite things to do. No matter where he is, he'll find his way under the covers, and he loves hanging out there, which I think is just a really hilarious thing. So you'll kind of walk into the room and just see a little tiny little lump under the covers, and it'll be Felix just taking a nap.
Oh my gosh. Wow, he is precious. Thank you so much, Archie, for bringing him today. And hopefully he will find his forever home where he is ready to be loved and be a great friend to the family that decides to adopt him. Thank you so much for your time and for fostering this beautiful cat. And for those of you who are interested in adopting Felix, please go to bit.ly/adoptable Felix. That's ADOPTFELIX. Thank you so much, Archie, for being here today and for bringing him.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. And next up, we have Delilah and her foster, Lisa. Welcome, Delilah.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you so much for bringing this beautiful cat to us today.
Yeah, Sean has Delilah right now, and he's going to be showing her. She is... Yes, I thank them very much for taking her in. She needed some little kitties to play with. Let's see. She is, I guess, about 1 year old. She is 24/7 play all the time, and then she just collapses. My favorite thing about her is when she's collapsed, she's very cuddly. If you happen to be napping, she'll come and curl up right next to you and sleep with you. She likes to, there she is. Oh, she likes to, there she is. She likes food. She likes wet food. She's absolutely beautiful. She has dark eyeliner. And then when her eyes are dilated like that, she just has these dark, soulful eyes. She likes to play. She doesn't use her claws very much, which I thought was kind of unusual. I haven't had a cat that didn't do that. I can trim her nails with no problem at all. Not real keen on brushing, but she doesn't have, unlike my cat Fluffy, who's got a ton of hair, Delilah doesn't have as much, so brushing isn't as big of an issue. Let's see, when we wake up in the morning, we get fed, and she lets me know that when it's time. And then she'll scamper around and play quite a bit. And then at some point she'll crash and it gets nappy, and that's a great time to hold her and cuddle with her. She likes all kinds of toys. I think maybe her favorite is a spring toy. Those little spring toys, they skitter on the floor quite easily. She's not terribly picky though, but that seems to be her favorite. Let's see.
So what type of home do you think Delilah would do better in, as a single cat or where she would have a companion cat?
Oh no, she needs to have a nice, playful, high energy friend about her age. If she doesn't have that, then you become her playmate. And that doesn't always work out if you have things to do, like, laundry. It's better if she plays with the kitties and gets socialized and learns how to be a good kitty. Good kitty manners, when you play and learn stuff. But she's very sweet, and
she is beautiful too.
Absolutely beautiful.
Out of all her personality traits, what trait would you say is your favorite for Delilah?
Well, like several others have said, she's kind of a goofball. She gets these zoomies, which involve every piece of furniture I have. And she doesn't damage it. She just runs up and down and up and down. And if you happen to be sitting in it, she'll run right up you and then down and jump onto another piece of furniture. again, it's just getting her kitty energy out. And she sometimes runs so fast that she skids and bounces off something and then just keeps going. So she's kind of a little goofball. Oh, there she goes.
She is absolutely beautiful. Oh my
She
God.
is stunning. And I think, as I don't know how old she is. They say 1 year old, but I don't know, but I'm guessing she's a little younger because she is just 24/7 play. And it's she
Wow, well, I can see that.
again, she needs a playmate that can keep up with her. And I think probably no kids at this point. I mean, maybe, as she gets older, she'll be better with kids. But definitely another young.
Well, thank you. Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you so much, Lisa, for bringing Delilah and Sean. Thank you so much for showing us this beautiful cat. Thank you both for your time and for taking care of her. She is ready to find her forever home where she's going to be loved and hopefully have a nice, companion cat to play with. And if you're interested in adopting Delilah, you would go to bit.ly/adopt Delilah. That's ADOPTDELILAH. Thank you so much again, both. And Delilah, thank you for being camera friendly today. Thank you all for being here today. And the next one, we have Snowball, Salem, and Roxy kittens, and their foster Jennifer.
Hi, so this is Snowball, as you could guess. This is Salem, and Miss Roxy is being very sleepy this afternoon. Those Roxy and Salem are litter mates, and Snowball is our goofy teenager. He's about 11 months old and loves to play. He loves watching TV. He will even play fetch. If you get him in the right mood, he'll play fetch with one of his, those shaky mice, the mice that make noise when you shake them. He loves those, and he loves this, this little cloth string thing too, as does Salem, clearly. Snowball is really, really sweet. He's the softest kitty, and he will snuggle up to you. He loves to come and snuggle with your face. And if you're very lucky, when you hold him, he'll put his front paws on either side of your face. He'll just hold your cheeks while you snuggle him. It's very sweet. Salem is just a playful little boy who is absolutely adorable. We have a bell on him because he was making runs at the door and we wanted to make sure we knew where he was. But he is a sweetie pie, all black with some white little spots on his belly. And he will run out in the morning. They sleep in a kitten room. He runs every morning to meet you and say hello. It's very, very sweet. And Roxy is a Manx. She has no tail. And she is a sweet little bunny girl who has these ginormous eyes and strong opinions about everything. She's really adorable.
Oh my gosh. So just to say that Salem and Roxy, they have to be adopted together or in a home with another friendly feline. And Jennifer, if I may ask, who would you say is the bravest out of all of them?
The bravest? Probably Salem. Salem, yep. He's fearless. He will jump on anything, off anything, comes to meet people at the door. He would like to know who they are, please, and would they play with him?
And how about most mischievous?
Snowball. Probably Snowball. I mean, he's the sweetest, but he also will get into lots of things. He learns really quickly. He's a smart kitty, so he doesn't make the same mistake twice. So if he jumps on something that isn't like stable or solid, he won't do that again. So look how sweet he is.
And what types of homes do you think they're looking for?
So these guys are used to a pretty active home. We have, there he goes. We have 4 cats of our own, and they've had other fosters here. They are great with cats of all ages. So Snowball loves the little ones. He loves our old guys. Salem and Roxy are great with older cats too. Salem and Snowball chase each other all over the house. We have the kids next door come over and play with them. So if there are kids who are good with cats, Roxy is the littlest. and probably needs the most care because she's only about 2.5 pounds, and just needs a little bit, somebody who's not quite as rough with her. But these two monsters are good with kids. And Salem has been had a very good time, Salem and Snowball, playing with the boys next door.
They are all so incredibly precious and beautiful, so different, yet all of them are absolutely stunning. Wow, thank you so much. And I'm sure that for those who decide to adopt them, they will make beautiful friends in the adopters' homes.
They will make them laugh every single day. They're really, really sweet.
And that is just wonderful. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for bringing all of them today, for fostering them, for giving them a temporary home while they wait for their permanent one, and hopefully they will find theirs soon. And for those of you who are interested in adopting Snowball, you would go to bit.ly/adopt Snowball. That's ADOPTSNOWBAL. For Salem, you would go to bit.ly/adoptable Salem. That's ADOPTABLESALEM. And for Roxy, that's bit.ly/adoptable Roxy, ADOPTABLEROXIE. Thank you so much, Jennifer, again, for bringing these beautiful, most precious kittens and for fostering them and taking care of them. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next we have Patty, who is a 2-year-old domestic short hair, and her foster, Maddie. Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Let me flip the camera over.
Thank you.
Okay. Here's Patty.
And what can you tell us about Patty? What is her personality like?
Oh, she is such a good girl. I've had her for about maybe 3 weeks at this point, or 4 weeks. And she has been really chill, great litter manners. She's made a lot of progress with my resident cat, Camilo. She was pretty apprehensive about him at first, but they've made such progress, and it's so, so sweet to watch. She's pretty low key, but she does love to play. Her and Cam will, gallop around my apartment together a couple of times a day, playing tag. She loves food. What else? She's cuddly. She loves to sleep on the bed with me. She's just been such a great girl.
So what has been your favorite moment with Patty?
Probably, I have a couple. There was once when I realized she loves food so much. And one morning when I fed her, I realized that she was purring as she was eating her kibble, and it was just so silly and cute. The other one is probably just once her and Camilo just broke the ice a bit and really started playing together. That was really sweet.
She is just enjoying that treat.
She loves it.
Oh my gosh. So here is a question for you then. If they did a DNA test for Patty and it turned out that she was only 90% cat, what do you think the other 10% would be?
Maybe a great white shark, just because of her beautiful color and because she's so formidable. She does this really cute little snarl sometimes when she eats. And she's also definitely the boss with the other cat.
Wow, she is so precious and gorgeous. Mm-hmm. That makes me want to go and get a treat.
Oh.
Wow. Well, thank you, Maddie. Thank you so much for being here with us today, bringing this beautiful cat, providing her a foster home, so to give her an opportunity to find her forever home. Thank you. And for those of you who may be interested in adopting Patty, you would go to bit.ly/adopt Patty. That's ADOPTPATTY. Thank you, Maddie, again for being here today and for giving us the time to participate in this event and give this beautiful girl camera time.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you. And Last, but certainly not least, we have the most special man, Morris. Morris is a 2-year-old tabby who is here with his foster Jan. Welcome, Jan. And Morris?
Sorry, I'm trying to get your app keeps asking me questions, and so I can't seem to get it to stop asking me questions. There we go. So this is Morris.
Welcome, Morris. Wow, the king of the castle.
You move him closer to the camera.
Wow. He is absolutely beautiful.
He is
What makes him special?
right. He is a very chill, sweet, absolutely chonkalicious boy. Got quite the little belly on him. And he is about 6 or 7, obviously a little hard to pin down. Not a super high energy kitty. He likes to sleep. He loves to eat. And he doesn't have a lot of middle ground between those two things. Every once in a while he'll get the zoomies, or he'll, like right now, he's seeing a bird out the window, so he's a little bit like, okay, gotta focus on this. But I work from home, and his biggest thing is no matter where he is, he has to be able to see me. So he doesn't demand my attention. He's not looking for like constant pets or anything like that. So he's just happy sitting next to you, getting the occasional pet, having you tell him how beautiful he is and how much you love him, and more importantly, giving him a treat.
And what is he willing to do for a treat?
So he is, I know everybody says food motivated. He's absolutely food motivated. I don't know if he'll do it on his cushion, but you ready?
Wow. I can see immediate response. Oh, that's amazing.
Or a treat. He will do anything for food. And it's not kitty food. It's any and all food.
Okay.
I will say you kind of have to be careful with your food when he's around, because he has been known to snatch food off people's plates and run off with it. So he likes pizza, he likes scrambled eggs, omelets. He's even been known to stick his nose in a salad if he thought that there was a chance that he would like it.
Oh my gosh. And how does he get along with other animals?
He does really well. Come here. Come on, Morris. There you go, boys. Now that he's got his food on he gets along great with other kitties. So there's a resident cat that I have that he gets along really well with. Sometimes they chase each other around, or mostly they just chill out near each other. He does really well with dogs. I fostered a 60-pound pit bull mix, and Morris and Scooby would sometimes nap on each other on the sofa, or all three of my cat, Morris, and Scooby would all like lay down on top of me in the bed and just cuddle. And that was during the snowy winter parts, but he gets along and he loves people. He's never met a stranger. He's never met a situation that he felt like scared or intimidated. Like even when I take him to the vet, he just gets out of his kennel. He starts sniffing around. He's looking, and like the vet texts, and the vet is like, "Oh my God, this is the craziest thing. I've never seen a cat do this." He had to be temp fostered once, and I told the lady when I dropped him off, I'm like, "Now listen, he's going to come right out of his kennel. He's going to start sniffing around if there's anything you don't want him to have access to." And she's like looking at me like, "Yeah, right, lady." And sure enough, he came out of his kennel. He sniffed her dog. He was looking for food. He was seeing what he could get to on the window ledge. Like he just had zero like worries, concerns, fears. As you can see, he is obsessed with.
Absolutely. So here is a question for you. If Morris had to get a human job, what do you think he would be good at?
So I would say anything obviously involving food. I would say not a chef, because he would always his own food and he would never be able to actually give anybody anything. So I would say like either a food taster, like, you know, one of those people that kind of makes sure that what people are coming up with is good, or a restaurant critic, because he would love to be paid to eat.
Oh my gosh. Well, hopefully Morris will find a forever home for him today. Someone who loves to feed, because he loves to eat. So thank you. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for bringing him. Thank you for fostering him. And for those of you who may be interested in adopting Morris, you could find that information at bit.ly/adopt Morris. That's ADOPTMORRIS. And thank you so much again, Jen, for showing him to us today and for being with us. And thank you, everyone. That concludes our event for today. Thank you for sticking with us today. Thank you for watching these wonderful cats, and hopefully, you know, they will get some forever homes thanks to you who watched us today.